Hello, everybody out there in Rumble, X, and YouTube land. Welcome back to Diego Knows. I, of course, am Diego. And today we're going to continue to talk about Mean Girls. That's right, Mean Girls, your fucking high school teeny bopper chick flick from 2004. My God, this movie's a fucking chore, I swear to God. Why the fuck am I talking about this movie, man? I'm a middle-aged man like me talking about a teeny bopper chick movie from fucking 2004. My God. Can't believe it's been 20 years. Anyway, well, the reason I'm talking about it is because it has a lot of cultural significance. All right. Now, you're going to find, well, you probably already know this, but most guys don't really give a shit about this movie. All right. They don't. And I don't either, to be honest with you. Okay. But a lot of you women do give a shit about this movie. All right. A lot of you women put this movie up there. Like it's a sacred place. It takes you back to high school, okay, and the social dynamics, the cool kids and the nerd kids, and all the social events, the dances, the festivals, the voting for the queen, all that kind of bullshit that you do in high school, the Halloween parties, all that kind of shit is in here, okay? So if you're older, like my age, it's a trip backwards in time, to remember what it was like. And if you're middle-aged now, then this was what you were going through when you were in high school, all right? So this brings back those memories of high school for you, all right? And I understand the idea behind it. I understand Tina Fey, what she was trying to do. And I think it's admirable, she's trying to, tell a funny movie about high school cliques, about what it's like to be a nerd girl in high school, about the importance of fitting in, the importance of being respected by your peers, the pressure that the teachers and the other adults put on you to succeed, and then all the pressure that your fellow students put on you to be popular, to be active, and how people judge you, and how people put certain students up there and other students down there. Like some students count more than others and shit like that, all this stuff is unsaid. It's unsaid. You just know it. In high school, you just go in there, automatically which kids you cannot talk to and which kids you can talk to. Okay? And all that kind of fucking shit, and while you're going through all this fucking torture of trying to fit in, trying to join that club, trying to get that boy or girl to like you, trying to come up with the confidence, to talk to that person you like so much. And by confidence, I mean boys. Girls usually don't talk to boys unless there's like fucking 5 girls already talking to that boy. Then she'll talk to the guy. Okay. But usually it's the guy's got to make the first move. All right. So all that stuff, all that pressure it's like preparing you for real life. I mean, what do you think? What do you think popularity contests are for in high school? Why do you think that exists? Okay, it exists because as you get older, when you become an adult, you're going to realize that the popularity contest is a real thing in real life. I mean, what do you think a fucking celebrity is? Okay, what do you think a fucking politician is? It's a popularity contest. Okay, it's not about what they're doing. It's not about talent. It's a popularity contest. The people that are popular make a shitload of fucking money. Those are celebrities. Those are politicians. Okay? Or larger than life businessmen like Elon Musk or something, or Bill Gates or something like that. These people are up there socially. They're way up there. Okay? It's a popularity contest. High school prepares you for that in the real world. Some kids are born rich. There's a lot of rich kids in this movie. Some kids are born rich, and so they get to flaunt that around. They get to wear the best clothes. They drive the nicest cars to school. They go to fucking vacations in the Bahamas and in Paris, and shit every fucking year, because their folks are loaded. And then you got the poor kids that can't afford that, They got to work a summer job in the summer. They got to work at fucking Six Flags or some shit, it's a big cultural divide, and you really pay attention to that in high school. You don't really pay so much attention to that in elementary school, but in high school, that's when it starts to hit home. That's when we start realizing there's kids that have, and there's kids that don't have. Okay, and that's when it really like starts affecting your life. You start realizing that some people are just more privileged than others. It has nothing to do with race. Has nothing to do with gender or religion. There's some people are just fucking have wealth, and some people just don't. Unfortunately, so high school prepares you for that. What else do you know is in high school? Which students fucking are actively having a lot of sex. Okay, in high school is where you figure that out. There's gonna be boys in high school that are really good at sex. And there's boys in high school that fucking strike out all the time. They can't get no fucking pussy. And same thing with girls. You're gonna have the hot girls and you're gonna have the fucking fat girl that no one wants to talk to. You know, nobody will sit at her table. You know, I mean, it's sad. It's sad. I mean, I'm laughing about it now because it brings back memories of high school. But that shit was real. It wasn't funny at the time. At the time, it was life or death. I mean, you know, how the other students felt about you in school was life or death for some of us, okay? Especially if you have low self-esteem, which a lot of kids do, you know, then, you know, what the other students will think about you is everything. Is everything. You know, even me, I mean, I switched high schools. The first high school I went to, you know, I was an average kid. You know, I wasn't the most popular, but I wasn't the nerdiest either. You know, I mean, I was somewhere in the middle. I like to think I was a little bit above middle. I mean, I always had dates. I always had girls to go out with and stuff. You know, I had friends. So it's not like I was a fucking outcast or anything, you know. But I remember I switched schools and then I went to another school, which was a lot not as nice. Let's put it that way. It was not as nice. Okay. And once I went to that school, I went to a high school that was upper middle class, and I go to a high school that's fucking lower middle class. And I got in there, and oh my God, dude, I was a fucking stud. Like, holy shit, dude. I was like at the top. I was like one of the fucking popular, super popular kids, especially my senior year. You know, because I was different. I was a novelty. My clothes were nice. You know, I knew things. The school I got to was better, so I was smarter than the other kids I was going to school with now. You know, so it's just, you know, and a lot of that just has to do with class. You know, what neighborhood do you live in? If you live in a poor neighborhood, you can have a shittier education. You live in a nicer neighborhood, you can have a better education. You know, that's not fair, but that's just the way it is. You know, and I really started paying attention to that in high school. You know, it really, really started to hit home. There's a reason a lot of kids don't fucking go to college, okay? It has nothing to do with they're not smart enough to or they're lazy. It's just they can't fucking afford to go. They just can't fucking afford to go. Or maybe they can't afford to fucking take out a goddamn $50,000 fucking loan, okay? They have no collateral to pay that back or anything, you know? Or why do so many fucking poor people join the military? So they can get their college paid for because they can't fucking afford it, you know? Or they're not smart enough. You know, you'll see those movies and TV shows, you know, they got a full scholarship, a fellowship or whatever, you know, to go to fucking Yale or shit, full ride. Well, you know, that most kids don't get that. Most kids aren't smart enough to get that, you know? So, and especially now where it's so biased, like, you know, you got a white person going up for something and a black person going, they're gonna give it to a black person because, because diversity, you know, that kind of shit. So, and I know that's another topic, but you notice that stuff. You really pay attention to that stuff in high school more so than you did in elementary school. In elementary school, you're still playing with your fucking toys, you know. In high school, you're playing with something else. Okay, no, we're not gonna talk about that. But you know that's where it comes from. Okay, you start paying attention to the people around you. You start paying attention to people's class. Okay, it becomes very important in high school. Okay, and of course that's to prepare you for, you know, the future world. You know, when you go out in the real world, you're gonna notice that the fucking people with more money, you know, with the nicer things, they're gonna live in the nicer neighborhoods. They're gonna have the more expensive friends. They're gonna have the better education. They're gonna have all that kind of shit. You know. Now I'm not saying there's people that can't make it. There's plenty of people that come from a humble beginnings and make it to the top. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm just saying it's harder. You know, it's possible, but it's a lot harder. You know, a lot of these people that go to these fucking expensive private schools, you know, they went there because their fucking folks wrote a check. It's not because they had to fucking win a scholarship or some shit. You don't know. You really think the Kennedys had a fucking pass an SAT to go to fucking Harvard? Fuck no. Their dad just wrote a fucking check. Fuck goddamn Ted Kennedy fucking got busted cheating on paying someone to take his fucking math exam for him. I mean, no, it has nothing to do with brains. It has all to do with money. You know, so anyway, I know it's kind of a rant, but, you know, you really, really pay attention to that in high school. Okay, I know I did, and most of you did too, and this movie talks about that. You know, I mean, it really touches on that issue about there's like the kids that have and the kids that have not. It doesn't go that hard. I mean, the school that the main character here, Katie, goes to, it kind of reminds me of my first high school. Whereas if you want to know what my second high school looked like, think fucking Dangerous Minds, right? It was like that. It was more like that, all right? Anyway, so Yeah, so you really pay attention to that in high school, and this movie touches on that. So I can understand that it's a noble effort. Usually, when you have a fucking high school movie, and it's gonna either be like a fucking 90210 type shit where everyone's just rich and fucking partying it up, like this one, or it's gonna be like a Dangerous Minds or a Lean on Me or some shit where it's an inner city school, you know, everyone's black and Latino, and you got the white savior that shows up in there in the crime infested school and turns everything around and gets these kids to fucking start reading fucking Jane Austen and shit. Yeah, right. 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 Okay. Or it's one of those. Okay. Type movies. All right. This one's the former, not the latter. Okay. Anyway, I'm Diego. I'm gonna give you a straight man's point of view. All right. That's what I do here. Okay. And if I piss you off, tough fucking titty kitty. The milk's still good. All right. This is a straight man's point of view, and I don't give a shit if you don't like it. Okay. I'm gonna tell you because you need to hear it. Okay. Because nobody wants to fucking offend you. Okay. When you ask your boyfriend, or your husband, or your dad, hey, what do you really think about this? You think they're gonna fucking tell you the truth? No. If they told you the fucking truth, okay, you get pissed off at them. Like, well, I got nothing to gain by lying to you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the fucking truth. There's a reason guys don't talk about this movie, because they don't give a shit about this movie, number one. And number two, if they did, okay, they would realize what bullshit it is. It's fucking bullshit, right? I'm sorry, but it is. Okay, now there's some good chick flicks out there. I've reviewed some on this channel, okay, but this ain't one of them. That's all I'm saying, this ain't one of them. It's crap, it sucks. And I'm gonna tell you why. All right, now where we left off last time, what do you call it? Katie, Lindsay Lohan, you've already seen the movie, okay? You already know this, all right? Lindsay Lohan, Katie, she's infiltrated. She infiltrated the Plastics, the most popular girls club, okay, in the high school, okay? And by infiltrated, I mean like they just fucking let her join for no reason, all right? And now that she's in there, and she just got a three-way attack, okay? And what happened is Katie's got the hots for this boy sitting in front of her math class. His name's Aaron Samuels. He's like the stud, okay? But the leader of the Plastics is Regina George. She's this ultimate bitch played by Rachel McAdams. She's the one that invited Katie into their clique without having to fucking audition for it or no vetting process. Just invited her in, okay? And Katie figured out pretty quickly that she's smarter than every other fucking girl at that table. All right, but Regina's too stupid to realize this, so she decides to fuck with Katie, the new girl that she invited into her fucking house, that she tells all of her fucking deepest, darkest secrets to. Okay, she invited her into their clique, into their social circle with the other fucking idiots that are the Plastics. Okay, and Regina found out that Katie has the hots for Aaron, and Aaron is Regina's ex-boyfriend. Okay, of course Regina dumped him. So he's a free agent right now, and Katie likes him. Well, Regina brought, so Gretchen, that's another Plastic. Oh, you told me that you have the hots for my ex, Aaron. Well, you know what? We have a rule about that. Like, you're not allowed to date our exes, but if you want to, I don't care. Do whatever you want. In fact, I'll put it in a good word for you. Blah, 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 And so she's like, okay, by the way, do you think Gretchen was a bitch for telling me that? Because it was a really bitchy thing to do, don't you think? And Katie says, oh, well, yeah, it was kind of bitchy, but I'm not mad at her or nothing. Okay. Oh, did you hear that, Gretchen? She called you a bitch. You see what I mean? So she tricked her into saying that because they were on a three-way call and Gretchen was listening to the whole conversation, all right? So now you're starting to figure out the kind of person that Regina is. What I don't understand is why the fuck would Regina invite a girl like Katie into their social circle without vetting her? Because if she just brought her in there to make fun of her and humiliate her, okay, then why would you do that to someone who knows all your deepest, darkest secrets? You wouldn't do that, okay? That's stupid. You cannot make it to the top of the social hierarchy without protecting what you got. They say, well, once you get up the hill, the wolf climbing the hill strongest, but the wolf that's on the hill has got to spend the rest of their time defending that hill, or else someone else is going to take it over. Well, Regina spent no time defending her spot, okay, on the hierarchy. None at all. She's a total stupid idiot, and she's the smartest one, okay? I mean, fucking Karen is goddamn fucking retarded, okay? She couldn't find her ass with both hands. Okay, so it's just like, for being the most popular girls in school, they're way too stupid for me to believe that these are the girls that all the other girls look up to. Get the fuck out of here, all right? Anyway, so because all this happened and because Regina gave her blessing, Katie starts talking to Aaron in class, okay? And she pretends to be dumb, okay, in math so that he will help her. Okay, now she's a genius. Katie's a genius at math, all right? But she figured out that in order to find an excuse to get Aaron to talk to her after school, to hang out with her after school, is by pretending to be dumb. Now, nobody told her to do this, okay? It's a bullshit feminist message. They're trying to say, well, you don't understand what it's like to be a woman. You actually have to pretend to be dumb, so go, fuck you. No, you don't. No, you fucking don't. Because you know what's going to happen, ladies, when you don't pretend to be dumb, when you actually act your normal intelligence in front of a bunch of guys? You're going to find out that some guys are fucking stupid, and some guys match your intelligence, and some guys are fucking smarter than you. Just like everybody else. This is bullshit. Anyway, she decides to act dumb, like she sucks at math, so that Aaron can tutor her after school. Okay? So that's what she does. Now, math, of course, was her best subject. She's very good at math, but she's going to pretend to be stupid so that Aaron will have an excuse to fucking meet with her after school, okay? He will help her, okay? And so what do you call it? He asks her out to a Halloween party that he's having at his house, you know, which I thought was kind of cool. That's usually how it's done. You know, the guy asks the girl out, you know. That's how I had to do it in high school, okay? And he tells her, which is really good, and I'm going to give applause to Tina Fey for this line right here. He tells Katie, okay, because it's very easy to fuck this up, all right? But he tells Katie, he says, like, oh, by the way, that invitation is for one person only, okay? So don't bring a guy with you. All right? Which was cool. Let's just get that out of the way. All right, that way, if it's a friend zone thing, you know right away, okay? If she says something like, oh, well, you know, my friend Jeff, what is it? Okay, well then, you know, sorry, only room for one at my party, bye. See what I mean? That's how you vet out the fucking girls that don't give a shit about you, that aren't attracted to you. They're just using it as an excuse to go to your party. Very smart move. I'm glad Tina Fey put that in the script, okay? Because that is very, very smart. A lot of guys would not think of that. They'll just invite the girl, and then she's going to show up with another fucking dude. He's going to be like, You know what I mean? So I love that he added that. By the way, don't bring any guys with you. It's the invitation's for you and you only. Okay, I like that a lot. That was pretty cool. All right, all right. And what do you call it? And then she also lies to the mathletes. So that's this fucking nerdy math club that they want her to join, but you know she says she'll join it, but she's actually not going to. All right, so she lies to them, says, "Yeah, I'll be back for your meeting here," and then she doesn't show up. All right. Next thing you know, Katie's mom helps her with her costume, okay? Because she's going to this Halloween party. This is her chance to impress everybody. All the cool kids are going to Aaron's Halloween party. But for some stupid, as smart as Katie is, she never bothered to ask anybody what they're going to be wearing to the fucking costume party. Okay, if she had, she would have realized that the costume is going to be very conservative as far as like what the guys are wearing, you know. But the girls are all going to dress like fucking like Playboy bunnies, okay, or like Playboy cats, or you know, they're all going to wear fucking skimpy outfits with the fucking fake animal ears. Okay, very revealing, you know, fishnets, you know, fucking bustier, you know, all that kind of fucking, their tits pushed up, you know, all that kind of very sexy outfits. Okay, well, it's sexy if you're a girl. Girls, you look better with no fucking clothes on at all. But we know we can't do that in a fucking movie, right? Okay, so they're gonna wear that. They're gonna wear the fucking, you know, the garter belts, and they're gonna fucking shit, the lace, and you know, the stupid shit that girls want to wear when they want to fucking look sexy for their man. Okay, but even though men, you know, we don't give a shit about that stuff. You know, the sooner you're out of that shit, the more we can get to the fucking. All right, that's how men really think. But you know, you're not gonna find that out in a fucking chick flick like this. Okay, because the movie wasn't made for me. If it was, it'd be a lot different story. That's for sure. Okay, anyway, so moving right along. So Katie narrates and says, I guess the other girls are all going to dress like prostitutes. And by prostitutes, that's a conservative girl's way of saying that they're fucking going to look sexy. Okay, bull fucking shit. Most girls like to look sexy. Okay, anyway, so Katie's mom helps her with her costume. Okay, and Regina dresses like a Playboy bunny, and her dad starts crying. Okay, she dresses like a fucking sexy Playboy bunny, even though she's like 17 years old, and she models this in front of her mom and her dad. Now, we already met her mom, June, that's played by Amy Poehler. Her mom is clearly in her 40s, but she acts like she's 17, which is fucking pathetic, but that's what she does. You know, she thinks that she's one of the girls, all that kind of fucking shit. She's probably fucking a 17-year-old as well, behind her husband's back. Her husband, Regina's dad, is this big, tall, fat motherfucker, who just fucking has no fucking authority in his own fucking house. He let his daughter fucking steamroll over him and his wife. His daughter has the fucking master bedroom, so you can only imagine where the parents are sleeping, like in a guest room or shit. And I bet you anything they're not even sleeping in the same fucking bed. Okay, he's just the guy that fucking pays for everything. Okay, he provides them with their lavish lifestyle because the mom does not fucking work. He pays for her fucking dog, for the expensive furniture, for the fucking convertible his daughter drives, for the beautiful fucking small fucking mansion they live in, all that kind of shit. He pays for it, but he gets no fucking respect, and he has no fucking say on what his fucking underage fucking daughter wears. He's just like the pussy limp dick he is. Which, by the way, is every fucking chick flick. They always make the guys a pussy limp dick. Even the fucking love interest guy, he's always a pussy fucking limp dick. Because you can't have a strong fucking man in these fucking movies. No, that can't happen. You know? You want to know why fucking so many teenage boys are fucked up? Anyway, moving right along. So that's happening here. Okay, Katie did not know about the slut rule. Okay, so she shows up dressed like fucking, which looks like the Bride of Dracula or something like that. But we find out later on is she's playing a fucking like an ex-wife or ex-wife or some shit. What the fuck? No, she's wearing like a fucking like this dirty fucking wedding dress, and she's got like fucking gray makeup on and big red lips and fucking big fake teeth, and she looks ugly and disgusting. Now, granted, the movie tells you that she did not know what the other girl's gonna be wearing, but she did know that she's trying to impress this boy, right? So why the fuck would she make herself look ugly if she went to the party to get a boy to fucking like her? That makes no fucking sense. Come on. It's stupid. She would have dressed gorgeous. She would have made herself look fucking hot just to impress the guy. Not even to impress anyone else. Just to impress that guy. This is her opportunity to fucking look sexy and hot. That's what she should have done. That's what she would have done. But you can't have that in the fucking movie. You gotta have her fucking look like the fucking bride of fucking Frankenstein shit. Because it's not realistic. Come on, girls. Ask yourself. Even if you were a dumb 17-year-old or 16-year-old, okay? If you got invited to a party with the hottest guy in school, would you go to that party dressed like an ugly motherfucker? Or would you go to that party making yourself look nice and pretty? So that he at least remembers you. Exactly. Come on. Anyway, so that's going on. Blah, blah. She wants to attract the boy. Anyway, so the girls are all dressed like Victoria's Secret models, basically. I'm talking about like before Victoria's Secret went woke and all the models were fucking fat. I'm talking about back when the model, about 5 or 6 years ago, the Victoria's Secret models fucking used to look sexy. They used to be thin. Yeah, I know, and young. They're like 19, 18 years old. Yeah, I know. Weird, huh? And now they're all fucking fat chubbies in their fucking 30s. Right? And that's why Victoria's Secret is doing so well right now. Oh, no. They're going to go bankrupt pretty soon, actually. They're closing down stores everywhere. I'm sure it has nothing to do with fucking all the fucking body positivity, though, right? Anyway, so all the girls are dressed like that, except for, of course, Katie, who's dressed like the fucking bride of Fuckzilla. Anyway, so that's going on. Karen likes to, we find out some stuff about some of the other plastics. You've got fucking Gretchen there, played by Lacey Chabray. She notices that her ex-boyfriend, what the fuck was his name? Jason, I think it was. Yeah, Jason is there with another girl, and that pisses her off. Okay, now we already met Jason. He actually hit on Katie in the beginning of the movie. He said he wanted to butter her muffins. Okay, and that's the reason that Katie and the Plastiques became friends, because Regina saw Jason, Gretchen's ex-boyfriend, hitting on fucking Katie. And that's why, they had to do some fucking, some emasculating men joke there to get rid of him. And then now, so that's kind of a running gag, is Jason's always somewhere with another girl, and that pisses off Gretchen. All right? So Gretchen notices that, and she says something about it. Meanwhile, Karen, played by Amanda Seyfried, the one who's fucking just a fucking retard, okay, she says something about like her cousin. Apparently she likes to make out with her cousin. And then fucking Gretchen says like, that's gross. That's your cousin. And she's like, oh, well, he's just, no. He's just my first cousin. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, she didn't even fucking understand how a family tree works. Anyway, that's how fucking stupid she is. How's a girl that dumb make it into the fucking most popular girls in the school club? It doesn't happen, okay? It doesn't fucking happen, all right? But, this movie just wants you to go with it, right? Okay, I know, I understand this movie's supposed to be funny, and I get it. When you're funny, you put a lot of fucking eccentric characters in your movie when you want it to be a comedy, but this just makes no fucking sense, okay? You wouldn't have a fucking dumb fuck retard in the most popular club in the school. No, that would not happen. Anyway, so that's going on, okay, blah, blah. Karen likes to make out with her cousin because she's a fucking idiot. Gretchen's pissed that Jason's there. Okay, Aaron is there, of course, but he runs into Regina. Okay, and Regina says that Regina decides to take this opportunity to talk shit about Katie. Okay, her supposed new friend, right? Because that's the kind of girl Regina is. She's a backstabber, two-faced, lying, manipulative bitch. The only problem is she's fucking stupid as fuck. Therefore, she's easily manipulated herself. All right, so Katie, she tells everybody that Regina tells Aaron, hey, by the way, Katie's been telling everybody that she has a crush on you. Now, Aaron can pretty much figure this out already. Obviously, she agreed to go to his party, without a +1. And he told her not to bring a guy, and she agreed to that. So obviously, he already fucking knows that she likes him, okay? So this is nothing new, all right? But Regina's lying. Regina's lying. Katie's not told everybody she's got the hots for Aaron. She only told the Plastiques. That's it. Okay, so like I said, Regina's fucking bullshitting here. And she comes up with some more bullshit. She tells Aaron that Katie made a t-shirt of him. Okay, that she writes in her notebook, about him. Okay, that she saves his used Kleenex out of the fucking trash can. And she does an African voodoo ritual with his used Kleenexes. Okay, and that she's socially retarded and weird. No, Katie's not the retarded one. It's the plastiques that are all retarded. All right, and then Katie's there. Okay, but she's at a distance watching this conversation. She can't hear what they're saying. She's too far away. But Katie's there in her fucking Bride of Fuckzilla outfit, and she sees Regina talking to Aaron. And then next thing you know, now Regina just said, "Hey, I'll talk to him for you. I'll get him to ask you out," that kind of thing. Well, so that's what Katie thinks is happening, but it's not. Regina actually takes the opportunity while she's close and talking to Aaron to fucking kiss him. All right? To kiss him. Now, dude, why the fuck would this guy want to fucking kiss the girl that already broke his heart? And now she's there, okay? Like, what the fuck? And she kisses him, all right? And, of course, Katie sees this and this really upsets her, okay? Katie, so, now, I'm going to raise the bullshit flag up here because you do not do this to a girl you invited into your clique, okay? If you're going to invite a girl into your social circle, which is very private, like, you got to be one of them to know what the fuck they're doing. You don't do this you don't fuck over a girl that you invited into your club. You don't do that. Okay? This girl has so much shit on everybody in that clique. Okay, that she can use against them. She knows Gretchen's a retard. She knows fucking, so she knows Gretchen has the hots for Jason still. Okay, and that she's trying to be fucking Regina's number 2. She knows that fucking Karen is a retard. And she knows that fucking Regina, she might be the queen bitch, but she's a dumb fuck too. Okay, Katie knows this already. She can use that against them. And they're too stupid to realize that. So what do? When they invite a girl to join their group, they fuck with them? No. Come on. No. Anyway. That's the biggest problem I have with this movie. It's not believable. Okay? If you're the queen of the most popular kids at school, you don't invite somebody in there that you don't know very well and then fuck with that person. This girl is clearly smarter than all of them are. She's going to fucking use that against them. She's going to do to them what they were doing to her. It's obvious. I mean, you left the fucking door open. You left the back door wide open for anybody to come in there with a fucking knife and stab you in the back, and you did not realize that you fuck with a girl who did nothing to you? That she's not going to fucking get some payback for that? Of course she is. You showed her how to do it. You showed her all your fucking weaknesses, all your vulnerabilities. That's stupid. So anyway, Regina denies breaking up with Aaron. Aaron's like, "Hey, you broke up with me." She's like, "No, how could I have done that? That's stupid. You're gorgeous. I would never do that." No, she did break up with him because she was fucking somebody else. All right. So Katie's all upset. She saw the kiss. She runs out of there in her fucking crazy fucking bride as shit outfit. She runs out of there all upset and crying. Her makeup is smeared. That fucking bitch kissed the boy that I liked. And she has a fucking meltdown. So now Katie hates Regina. Now she realizes all that shit that fucking, that Janice, her nerdy gothic friend, and Damien, her fat gay best friend, told her about Regina was true. Regina is a backstabbing bitch. Okay? So that happens. Okay, so the next scene we have here, of course, Janice and her fat ass gay friend are sitting there, I guess at her house or something. They're watching some scary movie, and all of a sudden here comes fucking Katie in her fucking Bride of Fuckzilla outfit, and it scares them. They both shit themselves when that happens. Because they're both pussies. Anyway, so she shows up there, and and they're watching a scary movie, okay? And Katie says, like, "Regina took Aaron back. She took my Aaron." And Janice is like, "Well," he's like, "That's what she does, Katie. She ruins people's lives." Like, Janice has nothing else going on in her life except like fucking plotting revenge against Regina. Like, she got nothing else going on in her life. God damn. And even that's Regina's fault somehow. God damn it. Anyway, so that's going on. You know, and she tells Katie, we're not going to stand still for this. We're going to do something about it. Okay, so now they're plotting revenge. Okay, so basically they're being just like the Plastiques are, okay? Now they're going to fuck with the Plastiques, which is so easy to do because they're all a bunch of dumb fucks. Okay, I'm surprised no one else ever fucking did it. Can you imagine this movie if the evil, manipulative, bitchy girls were actually smart too? Yeah, now that would have been a good movie, right? That would have been a real good. How are you going to fucking dethrone them? Right? Exactly. If they had actually been smart as well as bitchy and beautiful and popular, okay, and all that kind of shit, and rich and all that kind of stuff. Can you imagine that? If they had been smart, now that's a movie I want to see. But we're not going to get that here. All right? So that's going on. Janice comes up with a plan to take down Regina and the Plastiques. They have to cut off her resources. She gives a whole big military speech about it. Number one, her high status. Man candy, in other words, her high value, her high sexually market value guy. She's dating the most popular guy in school. He's gorgeous. He's rich. He's smart. He's an athlete. Okay, so that's one resource she has. Her fucking high value boyfriend that all the girls wish they could go out with. Number two, her hot body. Okay, she looks good. Regina looks good. I mean, so does fucking Lindsay Lohan. I mean, they all look good. But honestly, I'd say the best looking one out of all these girls would be Lindsay Lohan. Okay, because Lindsay Lohan's got fucking tits. Okay, Regina got no tits. I'm sorry, Rachel McAdams. You got no fucking tits. Okay, I saw you in the Notebook. You got no fucking tits. Okay, Lindsay Lohan's got tits. Now granted, Rachel McAdams looks better now than Lindsay Lohan does now. I mean, Lindsay Lohan looks like shit now. Oh my God, man, all that fucking face fillers. Oh God, oh, it's nasty. But back then, that wasn't bad. That's 2024. In 2004, she looked really fucking good. She did. I always thought she was attractive. She was a very attractive girl. I don't know why she fucked it all up. Okay, but she looked fucking, she had a natural beauty. She had big, natural fake tit, big natural tits. You know, nice ass, nice legs, beautiful face, all that kind of, I mean, she looked fucking good. You know, she's the best looking one there. God damn. I mean, they're all pretty, okay, but I would say out of the four, I would pick fucking Katie, Lindsay Lohan's character. Definitely. All right, so there's that. So number one, her high status boyfriend, Aaron. Number two, her hot body. And then number three, her army of skanks. That's what Janice calls them, an army of skanks, okay? Her ignorant band of loyal followers, okay? In other words, Gretchen and Karen, who are both dumb as shit. They're almost as dumb as Regina, okay? So Katie decides to continue to be the friends of the Plastiques, despite what Regina did to her, and act like everything is okay. Okay, like, and of course, the Plastiques are too stupid to realize that if you just fucked over a member of your team, and the next time you see that member, they're all cool with it, like everything's okay, like nothing's wrong, and you're like, oh, okay. No. That would not happen. That would not, and girls, you know that would not happen in real life. Okay, there would be resentment there. There would be a confrontation. Okay, or a ghosting or something would happen. Okay, it wouldn't just be fucking everything's fine like usual. I mean, we both know that. All right. But, you know, Tina Fey doesn't know that. So she wrote this movie. All right. I'm going to stop my review right here. But I'll be back shortly to continue my review of Mean Girls. I thank you very much for watching this long. And I'll see you soon on the next one. Bye.